let's get into what we've been playing. I've been playing, and I think you've been playing too, Alfredo. Dodgeball Academia.
Oh yeah.
I like this game. How do you feel about this game?
I love this game,
You
and
love
the
it.
reason
Okay.
why,
Okay.
yeah, I love this game. And the reason why is not only because obviously I am the Duke of Education, so I love anything involving, a school setting. But because this game specifically reminds me of those early 2000 Cartoon Network adventure
Glad you
games
said that. Yeah. It's like all of those
where
Flash games on the website.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, specifically where I remember the vacation. It was like not even a trilogy. It was like a five-parter. Cartoon Network had a series of Flash games, which was an adventure game, which was not. It wasn't a point and click, but basically it was a straight up adventure game where each episode you would star as a different Cartoon Network character. So like
Huh.
one episode you would be Courage, one episode you would be Johnny Bravo, so, and these games are basically like little puzzle-ish games where you just get to really the world around you. So you would be, trying to get a can, figuring out how to try to get a can of soda so that you could give it to, this other character so that you would ultimately be able to get the surfboard. You were like really trying to figure out things, and you would be able to interact with all of those 90s. You had the 90s themes, you had the just the great Saturday morning cartoon kind of energy there. You had all of that, and this game really ramps that up to like 11. It reminds me of those because like it has that same Saturday morning cartoon feeling, but polished to a triple A level, maybe a double A level, but like the
Very
the
good level. Very
actual
good level.
yeah, the actual art style is amazing. Like it's like the Adventures of Gumball, if anybody has ever seen that. It's like it looks exactly
Yeah, it
like
does
that
look like that.
show or very similar. And it's just a really, really cool art style. And basically this game is an adventure game, but at its heart is it's a dodgeball game with RPG mechanics. So this game does a lot. So it's a dodgeball game with RPG mechanics in the style of Pokemon, kind of. So you have like your different dodgeball players that you get throughout the story, and they all have their HP, they all have their super power ups. But basically, the game is you're playing dodgeball and you're trying to catch the ball, get other people out. But this game is amazing because the story is good. Like it's funny. I love all of the crazy zany characters. The storyline that goes through each of the episodes is kind of like an episodic game, but you get all of it at once. It's 8 episodes total, and each episode is kind of like a mini story in and of itself. But basically, you're trying to be the best dodgeball player in the school. But they have some pretty cool. Like I'm not finished through the story at all, but they have some pretty cool like story elements to it that I didn't think I would definitely get from such a cartoony game. But this game is just so wholesome, and it's kind of anime-esque in that like I don't know, it just gives me like not maybe not anime-esque, just more of the like early childhood kind of memories. It just brings back that kind of feeling in. It's been a long time since I played an adventure game that was like that brought me back to those days.
I will challenge you on one thing. Like I enjoy this game. Story's good. I don't know if I can go there. I don't know,
what,
man.
what episode are you on though?
I'm on episode. I just finished episode 3 today,
Okay.
so I'm pretty good. I'm pretty far
Yeah.
into it. I don't know if I can call this story
I,
good
I like
because,
I
like,
like the rivalry that they give you, like with all the
I
different
hate
characters,
that dude. What?
specifically
I
with
hate
Nina.
him.
Oh,
No,
you
I
hate
hate
him?
him. No, that's not a good. I hate him. Nino, him.
Yeah, Nina.
No, I
Like
hate him. Everything
the
about him
powerless dude.
just sucks. I feel like a good rival. The rival shouldn't, like, you should be jealous of the rival. Like, you should like have
Mm.
feelings toward the rival.
Here's the thing.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Here's the thing though. So Cole, so Nino, basically you are playing as Otto, like who's your main character protagonist, basically. And there when you get to school, there is like your who's supposed to be your rival, and his name is Nino. And basically at this school, like you are supposed to unleash your like it's supposed to give you dodgeball powers. Basically, everybody has a different superpower, and Nino is wants to be the best of the best, and he ends up not having a power. This is like in the very beginning of the game, so it's
It's
not
given a
spoilers.
term too, which
So
actually
y-
did give me a giggle. They called it it's like a disease called no
Yeah,
poweritis.
no paraitis. So it's interesting. I want to say wait till you get to episode 5 because they do some more stuff with Nino, but I really like Nino because he's not the typical rival that they give you, which is like, oh, this person is just another person just like you. They're supposed to be a little stronger than you, and it's just like that. But this one puts a really cool spin on it where like Nino kind of sucks because like he does not have superpowers, but he's really striving to get there. And they do some things where they later in the episodes they kind of pull on your heartstrings when it comes to him, and he's not just, oh, he's just your rival. Like they put actual character development to him in the later episodes, which I really appreciate. And
Okay.
I think because these aren't just like this game is not sticking to the traditional script. Like it's giving you it's trying to do something different, which I really appreciate. At the same time, while giving you that nostalgic feeling of your childhood games, and that's why I really like this game. And I didn't have to pay for it because it's on Xbox Game Pass, so that's
Sure,
always a plus.
for
The
sure.
graphics and the presentation look incredible, but
Incredible. It's
it looks
absolutely. I mean, I
like I would
literally cannot
love.
believe how good it looks sometimes.
Mhm.
Cole, like it looks
Honestly,
amazing.
Yeah.
if this was a big open world, I'd be all about it. But to me, it looks like you only have a hub world, and it's just
Mhm.
tons of dodgeball games. Is that
It,
right?
I hope
it's
there's a sequel.
yeah, me
I
too.
really do hope there's a sequel, and they give it like a Pokemon sized world. I feel like a
Right.
Pokemon sized world would be good enough for me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you are actually limited to the school, but the
Mhm.
school actually has a good bit of areas. Like there's a Lost Woods area, there's a Deep
Yeah.
Woods area, there's like you can go in all the buildings. There's literally a Poke Shop basically where like you go to
Yeah.
the infirmary to restore your
The
health and
the
stuff.
amount of Pokemon references in this game are insane.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
Like it literally is to the point, Cole. You play Pokemon, right? Or at least
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
so like when you have to like when the Pokemon is making you progress. And so you have to go through like whenever you're trying to go through any area, there's like a whole round of trainers.
Mhm.
And you have to walk by them. And when you walk by them, they're like, it makes
The
the
exclamation
music,
point.
like, yeah, exclamation point, da-da-da-da-da, and then it's like you have to fight them. This
Yeah,
game does that same thing
they
as
do
with
the same
Dodgeball.
exact thing.
Same,
And
like
I
it's not the
loved it.
same sound, but it's this very similar sound. Like when you're at the Poke Center, to heal not your Pokemon, but yourself. It makes
And
the
your
same
team, yeah.
sound basically. I'm like, it's wearing its influence on his sleeve, and I love it. I
Yeah,
absolutely love it.
exactly.
It also has a little bit of Mega Man Battle Network too, in my opinion, because it has that because I told y'all I did the reminisce
Yeah.
about Battle
Yeah.
Network. So it's Battle Network, you're on one team's on one side, the other team's on the other side,
Mhm.
and it has that separation kind of like that as well. There's a lot of different. I feel there's a lot of games in this game.
Mhm.
And I appreciate that it is, it's taking a lot of these references, but making them kind of unique to itself.
Yeah, and making it its own.
Yeah,
And
I can't say it's like copying them. It's just
Well,
it
it's
being
kind of
influenced, you know?
is it kind of like well, this is almost a copy, but Immortal Phoenix Rising, and
I actually
it's just
appreciated that game more
I
than most
know,
people.
and I liked it a lot. I liked that game a lot, but it was unabashedly just inspired by Breath of the Wild.
Mhm.
I think just one part of it was inspired by Breath of the Wild. I think
Well,
the
they had the
climbing
climbing.
the climbing aspect and the gliding aspect, yeah, that was directly lifted from Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, and they had
But
the world was kind of
everything else, I felt like there's two games that get that label, that and Genshin Impact. And I think
Yeah,
that
Genshin
both
Impact for sure.
but I think both those games do specific things way differently than Breath of the Wild does. That I don't consider them clones, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but my point is that doesn't bother me. I mean, if it's a good game, some of the great games of all time, Pokemon and Zelda, there's going to be games that are made out in this same vein
Sure.
that just turn out to be great too, because it is
For
a
sure.
great formula. So they
Mhm.
took this and did a dodgeball game with it, and it looks like it's very successful, and it's really awesome. I love like what you guys say about the Saturday morning cartoon art style. Makes you kind of takes you back to that childhood feeling, waking up and watching cartoons
It's
on
so
Saturday.
bright. It's so
It
bright.
is.
Like the
It's
color,
awesome.
I think the color scheme carries it in a lot of ways. It's
Yeah.
so bright. The colors are so vibrant. And I know you said one day, Cole, like you're a gameplay person. I'm a gameplay person too, but more specifically, I'm a gameplay loop person. Like that
Mhm.
gameplay loop,
Yeah.
like if that's not there and I'm not enjoying the loop, I'm gonna drop the game.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know, this game has a very, very, very good loop to it, where it's like you're gonna wake up. When you wake up, there's gonna be trainers, but dodgeball players out, and they're going to challenge you. You're gonna challenge them. You're gonna fight them. You're gonna win. Then you're gonna go to class. Something crazy is gonna happen in class.
You
Some
might learn
robots
a
are
new
gonna get out.
skill.
Like you're gonna learn a
Yeah.
new skill. It's like you know what to expect, but the game like does a little bit differently each time, that it's not repetitive.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not just forcing you over and over and over into these quote unquote Pokemon battles, these dodgeball battles. Like
Right.
always something new is happening, which I
Right.
really, really appreciate. But this game also does a really good job at like this is clearly like a kids game that is truly for everyone. I feel like because it's one of those rare kid games that like adults will really, really enjoy, but at the same time, like the if you get like your kids to play this, like they would love it just
Yeah.
because of
If
how vibrant and how
I
fun it
wish I
is.
was a kid. I wish I was a kid
You
playing
know,
this. I would have ate this
you,
up.
you know what
No,
this makes? Go ahead,
at the
Alfredo.
same time, this game gets hard. Like this game actually gets really hard, like as you in episode 5, and like for the like these dodge battles are getting up there to the point where like there's one ability, there's like a focus ability that you learn that I was not using at the earlier stages, but like and you kind of have to like switch out your teammates too, and
Yeah.
basically you control one person at a time, but at any point during the dodgeball you can switch to another person because they have different abilities that you can use. And you really in the later stages you really have to switch and use other people's abilities, and it's really testing my reflexes, because at the heart of this game, the dodgeball game is about reflexes, because you have to like time your buttons to catch the balls that are coming at you at
You
specific
have a parry
times.
button. You have a parry
Yeah,
button in a way.
basically, yeah. So you can some characters can catch the ball, some of them can counter and just immediately throw it back, like throw it back at the other team. Like this game gets a lot deeper than I was expecting, and I really appreciate it and really enjoying my time. Everyone should play
Another,
this game
it's another reason why you should get Game Pass.
for sure.
It's crazy because I see arguments all the time of oh, people are paid to promote Game Pass. It's like no, we don't get a dime for this. Like the Game Pass is the service that you want if you just like trying out games.
Mhm.
If you are somebody who has a crazy backlog because hey, I want to try this game out real quick. You try it out and you don't like it. It's like nah, it's just stuck in your you just have this now. You have it forever.
Right.
Game Pass, you have it. You try out Dodgeball Academia. You don't like it. It's all good. I'm
That's
so
fine.
glad I tried it out because I would have never bought this game. I would have never even
Right,
like
yeah.
entered. If this is like $20, I'm not gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna buy this. Like it's $20 game. I might wait till it's like $5, but I'm not gonna buy it just off rip. But just having it on Game Pass available to download, it's just if you have Game Pass, this is something that I wouldn't say it's a must play.
What?
I would say
it's
you should play this. If you have access to it, you should play this. Is
Nobody
it also
listened to him. Everyone, this is a must play. Game of the year 2021.
Oh my gosh.
shots fired? Oh,
Play this game. But I
Like,
do agree with you when it comes to Xbox, because there were a couple of shadow drops with Xbox Game Passes, which I was not expecting from. We'll talk about it later, but the Nintendo Indie World Showcase. But alongside Dodgeball Academia this week, another game had dropped on Xbox Game Pass called Curse of the Dead Gods, which has actually been out for quite a while. It's another roguelike, but I wanted to drop it and try it because I've heard good things about it. And because I've had Xbox Game Pass, I didn't have to worry about, oh, I have to pay this $20 price tag in order to get in this game. And I really am enjoying that game too. It's nothing on the level on a Hades, which also dropped on Xbox Game Pass this week, so you can play
A little
that
bit of
too
that.
on
Yep.
there.
A little
But
bit of that too.
yeah, it's a phenomenal value.
Yeah. Cole, get it. It's on Switch.
I know.
It
Why
is
does
on
it?
Switch.
This game makes me want to play it on an OLED Switch because it looks so like the colors just look like they just pop
Yeah.
off the screen.
Yeah. I honestly, it is a little off topic, but not really because I was playing a little bit of Hades too. And I beat Hades on my Switch all the way through. I'm
Oh,
playing it
nice.
on Xbox on 4K TV, and I'm like, oh my god, this looks so much better.
Really?
This almost looks like a different game. Like legit,
I
Wow.
may have to try
I was
I
that.
mean, the game is
literally
beautiful.
the game is beautiful. It also runs at 60, and it runs on
Yeah.
30 on Switch. I didn't notice that until I cut it
Oh.
on
Yeah.
Xbox. I'm like,
Mm.
oh, this looks incredible. I might have to beat this again.
I can only
So,
imagine. Yeah, I only played it on 60,
Is it a
but
Game
yeah, it
Pass game?
changes the game. It is
yeah,
now.
Awesome. Yeah.
it is as of I think Thursday.
Yep.
So yeah, it's been a pretty good week for Game Pass as far as indie games go. It's
And it's still coming up because this month Game Pass is going to be crazy for August because this month
Game Pass
we
is
still
gonna be
get
crazy for the rest of the year.
we got 12 minutes coming up. Like I think in the next 2 weeks we have Psychonauts 2. Like those are the next ones I'm looking forward to.
And then we got Back for Blood at some point, which I'll talk about, and then obviously Halo and Forza. So
Mhm.
there's a good amount of games coming out for Game Pass. It's if you have an Xbox and you have Game Pass, I don't know what you're playing. You
And I
must be
just have
spending a
PC. I don't
godforsaken
even
amount of
have an
money.
Xbox.
Right, PC too. So
Yeah.
are all the games that we just mentioned, are they coming to PC Game Pass as well?
Yes, they are.
Great. Good to hear.
Nice.